Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Deepesh Gimre, and in this video I'll be talking about what are the things that will lead to your Italian visa rejections, student visa. So there are a lot of factors which uh, decides that if you're getting accepted or if you're getting rejected, and I'm going to explain those points one by one, and I'm going to explain the points as well, why the visas are getting rejected, what are the reasons behind your acceptance of your visa, and declination of your visa. So watch the video till the end because it is going to be very helpful, so that you will take my points and you will apply um, with awareness, so that you will not get rejected. Because um, for Italian studies, it is a long time wait for visa, because there are no not like 2-3 intakes per year. There is only one intake, and if you miss that, or if you get rejected in that intake, you will miss a whole year. So that watch the video till the end, get informed about the reasons, because it is always necessary to know what are the reasons behind a visa rejection as well. There are not too many videos regarding this, so I plan to get share this information to you guys. So watch the video till the end, and subscribe my channel and hit the notification bell, because I'm going to make a lot of videos now regarding Italy, about the financial thing, about the DOV, about the SIMIA, what is declaration of value, how to make it from Nepal, from India. So my first point is irrelevant course. It means that irrelevant means not relevant. Like if you have studied, if you are going for masters in business administration, for MBA, for instance, and if you have studied hospitality in your bachelor's, that doesn't make sense for Italian study visa, because you have studied hospitality management in your bachelor's and you're going for MBA, and it is business administration, because you lack too much information that is mandatory to know in your bachelor's courses. You miss those credits. So irrelevant course is also one of the top reasons for your declination of your Italian study visa. Likewise, if you have studied, let's say, biology in your high school, and if you are going for like data analytics or your computer science course, maybe you get accepted by the university, maybe because of your academics, because of your motivation letter, you may get accepted. You can get accepted in public university, but that doesn't mean that it is sure that you will get the visa, because there is if it is irrelevant, it will cut down your points for your visa. But if you have studied like BBA or Bachelor's in Business Administration in your bachelor's program, and if you are going for the same program in like for MBA, or if you have studied computer engineering in your bachelor's, and if you are going for, let's say, AI or data science or cybersecurity or computer engineering, like in the relevant field, in the related field, in the same field, it builds the certainty of a student, or a seriousness for a student, that he will like if he's a computer engineer, he will go in engineering path tomorrow or for the work. Because if someone is studying like a bachelor's degree in hospitality management in his bachelor's program, and for masters he goes for MBA, it doesn't make certainty that he will continue his working after the graduation in the same field. Maybe he will choose another field, so it doesn't make too much certainty of a visa. So that's why the visa can get rejected because of your irrelevant course. So choose your course, choose your related course, either if it's for bachelor's, if it's for master's. Don't go for another course because it's easier, or it's like low cost, because there is no point of cost, because it's free education in Italy. So I always prefer you to choose your related course. If it's the same field you have studied and worked, if you have worked, to study in the same program, either for a bachelor's or for a master's. So my second point is improper documentation. So it means that you haven't attested all your documentation that is required by embassy while applying for your visa. You go in rush and you will forget some documents, or forget some points to add in your documents, and ultimately that will lead to your visa rejections. So I will give you some examples. What is improper documentation while applying for visa? Let's say there is mention to make your medical insurance for at least 6 months, and you will make it for 3 months. Sometimes I have seen many students doing that, and you will in rush you'll make bad cover letter, and you'll not attest your documents from Ministry of Foreign Affairs. You'll forget, like, there are lots of documents to attest from Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and you may miss one of those documents. So that will also lead to visa rejections. So while you apply for visa, when before you make an appointment at VFS, what you'll do, you'll need to make your documents clean and clear, so that the visa officer will know your intention or motivation to study in Italy. So my suggestion is, before you make your appointment at VFS, while you apply for a visa, go through your visa checklist, either if it's from Kolkata, or it's from Delhi, or it's from Mumbai. You go through it one by one. Number one, number two, number three. Number one, passport you put aside. Number two, cover letter, you check your cover letter. Number three, sponsor letter, you check your sponsor letter. Number four, financial documents, you check your financial documents. You check your property valuation, you check your income sources, if it is enough or not. I'm going to make a separate video for a financial documents, because I have seen too many visa rejections only because of financial thing. So I'll make one separate video, a long video, and I'll explain all those things that will need to be while applying for visa, especially for financial documents thing. So while you apply for visa, you check all those things and you put it aside. You double check it, triple check it, you check it 10 times before you apply for visa, and only then you go to VFS and you submit your documents. So my third point is, if you have bad cover letter, it will also lead to your visa rejections, because cover letter plays a very vital role for your visa. And what is cover letter? How to make cover letter? What are the points that should be mentioned and that must be mentioned, that should not be forgotten while making your cover letter? I'll make it in separate video soon. And if you make a cover letter very good, like if you have mentioned everything, if you have mentioned your academic background, your motivation, your intention, your financial thing, your departure, when is your departure, where are you going to stay in Italy, everything should be clear in your cover, and everything should be mentioned, so that a visa officer will see it, and he will or she will know your intention. The visa officer will know everything about the purpose of stay in Italy, what are your plans after graduations, and everything. So cover letter plays very important role for your visa. So you need to know too many things before you write your cover letter. Don't just write it because if you have like because too many, I have seen too many people where if they do their self applications, I've seen too many bad cover letters of them, because they research in YouTube, or only in YouTube, or in websites, some websites that will help to make some samples, and that is not enough for your visa. You need to do a lot of research, and you need to consult with those who have already got their visas for Italy, and or if you can consult some agencies for your cover letter. If you have even self-applied, that is also fine. But for cover letter, please consult who have already made it before, and who have already been succeeded in visas, or who have already been rejected or faced too many rejections or success in visas, because they will have more experience in this field, more than you do, if you are new to this. So I always suggest, if even if you are applying on your own, if you got the admission letter from university on your own, that's great. But if you are applying for visa, you must consult with those people who have already been in this field, or who have already been in Italy, because they know much more than you do. That's why my suggestion is, even and one thing I have seen in too many students, like they get the admission letter by themselves. Like if they do self-apply, it's great. I always prefer them to do self-apply, because they will do much more research in this field, and they will know more about Italy. when they get their admission letter from the university by applying in a simple portal and paid like 30-40 euros fees or simple motivation letter or Europass CV, it is not enough to get to your visas. Like getting your admission letter and being overconfident that you will apply for a visa and you will also get it, it is a misconception of too many students I have seen. So, for visas, I always suggest you to consult with those or who have already been in Italy or some agencies because it is very important. Like if you have been rejected by public university, it's fine. There is no problem. You can apply for another public university. But if you have been rejected, if you get rejected by Italy, there is no chance you'll go to Italy again. Like there is a little chance, but it's like 0%. So only getting so when you get admission letter from university, don't be overconfident and apply your visa with a little 2% of 10% of your research. Always consult those who have already been in Italy or some agencies nearby so that you will not face rejection because they have already been succeeded in this field. So cover letter plays very important role. Consult with people and so that they will help you how to make your cover letter, or they will check you if your cover letter is fine or there needs to be some corrections in it. So my next point is late applications. Let's say if your classes commences from 5th of September and if you have applied for your visa around last week of August, it is considered as late applications because it will take 40 days to get your visas, and from last week of August 40 days it's like first week of October, so you'll miss whole 1 month of your studies. So the visa officer can reject your visa if they see that your classes are being missed and your applications is very late, because sometimes while you are making your documents it can be late. Let's say for financial documents it can be late, for income sources, for like other documents to get admission letter it can be late, but you need to justify why you are being late for your applications. Like if you have received your acceptance letter or if you have received your pre-enrollment very late, you can justify in your cover letter that you have received your pre-enrollment last week of August or second week of August, and it took me uh, 1 week to make my documentations. That's why I'm applying late. You can mention these things in your cover letter so that you will prevent yourself from getting rejected for visa. So I always prefer to apply early for Italy in January and February. It's best time to apply, so you will get your acceptance letter very soon, and you can apply for your pre-enrollment by the end of March this year. And so that if you get your pre-enrollment by even by April or May, you can apply for your visa in June, which is very good time because there are not too many people who apply in June, so there are lots of slots available for visa appointment as well, and too many seats available for visas as well. So it is most likely that you will get the visa. The earlier you apply for your Italian visa, there are better chances you will get it. The late, if you do it much later, there are possibilities that your visa can get rejected. So apply early, take your visa before you at least 15 days before your class commences. So you'll go there, 1 week it will take time for you to discover your, like if you're going for the University of Florence, you will take 1 week, 10 days to discover Florence, to know your university, to know your place. So it will help you to start your Italian life there. So I always prefer to apply early for your application, to apply instantly for your pre-enrollment instantly after you get an admission letter, and to apply for a visa instantly after a week, at least after a week, maximum to the maximum after a week of getting pre-enrollment. So late applications is also one of the biggest reason that you'll face Italian visa rejections. And the final point and the main point for your Italian visa rejection is your financial documents. So for bachelor's, if you are going for bachelor's degree, you need to show at least 18,000 euros in your bank account. You need to show your income sources. You need to show your ITR. Yeah, you need to show your pay slips, salary slips, your proof of income every month or every year, tax receipts, employment contracts, sales receipts, everything, and your property valuation as well. Let's say if you are planning to go for masters, it is 12,000 euros you need to show in your bank account. And what students should know that you need to put your money in your sponsor's account is best possible, or even if your account is fine. But the main thing is you need to show your income source enough to support you every month. Like in Italy, at least you'll require 500 euros per month to stay, to eat, to for your rent, for your transportations, and for little for your miscellaneous expenses. So the Italian embassy will check if your family is capable of sponsoring you or sending you at least 500 euros a month or 6,000 euros a year to support you for your studies. So for that, and then you need to show your family income of every month, or your business and your business profits by showing your tax clearance, and by showing your profits every year. And let's say I have seen too many students attesting your financial documents, but that is not enough for your visa. Let's say if you are going for bachelor's degree and your family income is like 1,000 euros per month, but your family is consists of four people, you, your mom, your dad, or your brother, or your sisters. Let's say four, let's say five people. And if from five people, if they earn 1,000 euros, and if they send 500 euros to you, and the remaining 500 euros, is it enough for them to survive in your country? Like if it's enough for them, like 500 euros for four people or three people is enough to pay your rent, for your bills, for your everything. So only having an income source is not enough for your visa. You need to have enough income source to support your family. Should have enough income source, like 1,500 euros or 1,200 euros or 1,300 euros per month to support, so that they can support themselves. Your parents can support themselves and support you for your um, studies, for your rent, for your transportations, for everything. You maybe you can get sick someday, and you need they need to send you some money to Italy for your treatment. And if you don't show enough income source, it doesn't make sense that you will receive help from your family or support from family. So in that case, the Italian visa officer will reject your visa. So for that, there is a solution. Only showing 12,000 euros in bank is not enough, because that 12,000 euros can be used, can be wasted, can be lost or something like that. But what the main thing Italian visa officers sees that how much is your family income and how much money is coming into your family every month, like so that they can spend on you, they can invest in you every month. So if they don't see enough income sources, or they see low income sources, only having low income sources are also not good for Italian visa. So you need to have enough or high income sources, so that they will see and they will get satisfied with your financial documents, and they will issue your visa. Because I have seen 90% of visa applications are rejected only because of financial documentations. So please be careful on that. And I'm going to make a separate video regarding the financial thing as well, as it has become most important factor for your visa. So I will make in full detail. I'll mention full detail how to make financial documents, so that it will be easy for you to make from now on. So this is all the reasons behind your Italian visas. So I believe that you take my points very seriously, and you be aware now that if you haven't heard of this, or if you're not informed of these points before today, before watching this video, you need to be aware of these points, and you need to work on it, and you need to do more research if you're applying on your own. Like I have said, for improper documentations, timing, and everything, don't do late applications, because it will cause a big problem for your visa applications. And always choose relevant courses, and while applying for visa, please be careful and don't rush for your visa applications. You can take your time easily, and you can go through your checklist and you apply for visa. So that is all for today, and I hope you like my video, and I will make more videos in English as well, so that it will be easy for you if for understand, if you are from even from Nepal, if you are from India, or if you're from Pakistan, or if you're from Sri Lanka, or if you're from Bangladesh, or any other countries. So thank you for watching my video. I hope you have subscribed my channel, and you also hit the notification bell, so that I will get more motivated about for making more videos about Italy, and it will be helpful for you uh, to get more informations about Italy as well.